going on, you guys? It is your girl SRT Bree, aka your favorite world traveler. And before you get started watching this video, go ahead and hit that like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can stay tuned on things back because I'm back dropping back to back. For those who don't know, I retired at the age of 25 from the petroleum engineering field. I'm currently 28, living in Japan, living my best life. I have over 6 different businesses and I am a silent investor in 10 different companies. Creating content on TikTok is just pocket change for me, but that money could be life-changing for other people. So I'm going to tell y'all step by step how I got to where I am today, so you can steal a page out of my book and implement it in your life to start creating generational wealth. So we're gonna get straight to it. Okay, so boom, the military. So when I graduated high school, I went to college. I wanted to be a neurologist, but my first semester in school, I was like, this is not for me. So I dropped out and I joined the military. So before I joined the military, I had to take an ASVAB test. The ASVAB test tests your ability to see what job is best for you in the military. I scored pretty high on my test, so I was able to choose from over like 20 different jobs to do. I ended up choosing 92 Lima, which is a petroleum laboratory specialist. I knew nothing about petroleum, but then when I gave my list of job offers to my mom, she was like, Bree, petroleum is a really good field, you should do it. So I was like, okay, I don't know. I'm just trying to do something because I don't know what I want to do with my life. So that's why I chose 92 Lima. Shout out to my mom though. After picking my job, I had to go through basic training, AIT. AIT is like the school that you go to learn your job. So after training with my job, I got to my first duty station. While I was enlisted, I used TA, which is tuition assistant, to get my bachelor's degree in petroleum engineering because I liked the job so much that I was like, okay, when I get out the military, I want to pursue this career elsewhere. So after I got my degree in petroleum engineering, it was around the time where my military contract was ending. I started applying for jobs overseas. For about 4 months, I was like stagnant. It took me a while to get me a job. So during that time, I was working at Lowe's. And when I was working at Lowe's, I met my first mentor, Greg. Greg put me on to the real estate. So my very first investment was in 2017. I bought 4 trailer homes with my tax money. I redid them and I allowed homeless people to live in there for free. Now, I did this because it's always been in my heart to give back to my community and to help. And I have a soft spot for homeless people. So I just felt moved to do this, so I did that. The city where I started my movement with the homeless, they liked what I was doing, and they bought that business from me so they can continue to do it. And I was so grateful because around that time I got a job offer in Afghanistan. I know I wanted to go to Dubai, but I was applying for any position with petroleum in it anywhere in the world. I was applying for Germany, France, Spain, the Middle East, Asia, everywhere. And the websites I used to look for the job that I was looking for was USA.gov. My first job offer was in Afghanistan. I worked over there for about a year and a half. And while I was there, I ended up getting a job offer for Dubai. I quit my job in Afghanistan and went to Dubai for 2 years. While I was working there, I was getting about $250,000 a year, and my company was paying for the apartment, my rental car, they giving me a food stipend. So all my bills were paid while I was working in Dubai. I'm 23, 24 years old with hella money in my bank account. I was like, okay, I want to invest this money. I want to figure out how I can triple this money and not just spend it. So I first started investing a little bit of money with Robinhood and Ameritrade, and I didn't know nothing about it until I came across this website called babypips.com. It's a free learning website that you can learn literally everything you need to know about stocks. So while I was investing with stocks, I also decided to invest in real estate back where I'm from in Atlanta. So I bought my first duplex in Atlanta, and then with that money that I earned from the duplex, I ended up buying 2 more homes. I ended up buying an apartment in Dubai, land in Kenya, and my first car wash and laundromat. At this point now, I'm 25, getting paid. One thing that I am saying that I'm very proud of myself is my discipline. I knew that I had a goal and I stuck with my goal. My goal was to get to Dubai, and I did whatever I can to get there, even while I was in Afghanistan. My goal was to triple my money, and I did just that by investing in so many different businesses. So before I picked like a laundromat and a car wash to invest in, I looked for a mentor on Facebook, because Facebook has so many different groups that you can join that talks about literally anything. So I searched laundromat owner Facebook group, car wash owner Facebook group, and I'm just sitting there chatting with everybody, see what they got to say, like asking questions. Like, you have to ask questions from people who are where you want to be in life. So I was like asking, and they were giving me the answers. And sometimes if they didn't want to give me the answers, I just Google it and literally YouTube. Like, I love YouTube. I literally Google YouTube anything, okay? You can learn anything on YouTube and I love it. That's how I figured out how to start my businesses. I took a lot of risks, I took a lot of losses, but I didn't let my losses stop me from continuing to invest, because I know you have to crawl before you can walk. So I was okay. Like, my very first car wash plummet so bad. I lost so much money with that because I didn't know what I was doing. I was rushing to get into it without doing legitimate research and without having a legitimate business plan. So let's go ahead and talk about business plan. If you're starting a new business, no matter what type of business, whether it's a construction company, a hair company, a skincare brand, whatever business, you must have a business plan. There's people on Fiverr.com that you could hire to make a business plan for you, but I'm cheap. Okay, I like to do things on my own. I like to do research and figure things out on my own before I hire somebody else to do it, because if I can do it, I'm just going to do it myself. But now I delegate. Now I have so many employees that I just delegate to, like, hey, can you do this, whatever. But in the beginning, I'm just like very frugal with my money. I need to figure out how to do this on my own. So you can go on SBA.gov, and it's a free website from the government that you can literally learn everything about a business plan. It teaches you how to write a business plan. It teaches me what you need to know in order to get grants. Business grants with SBA, you do not have to pay back, but you just have to follow the criteria. I love SBA.gov, and a lot of people don't use these free websites that the government gives us. When I failed my first car wash, I was determined to not give up, because I already had a taste of money, and I'm like, yeah, I need more. I refuse to fail and let shit take me out. Like, no, I'm going to continue to thrive and accomplish all of my goals. So I was doing all of this while I was working in Dubai. I decided to quit my job after I started making my yearly salary in Dubai within 4 months. So I was like, there's no point in me being out here when I'm literally making this money quickly. So I decided to quit my petroleum engineering job, and I moved back to Atlanta. When I came back to Atlanta, that's when I started SRT Bree. I bought 3 Hellcats, a Trackhawk, and a couple other toys, and I started racing online. So the reason why I bought all these cars was because I was making so much money. I wanted to give myself a reward. During the whole time I was in Dubai, I did not buy nothing for myself. When I seen the money in my account leave from buying 4 cars, I said, okay, I need to, no, I don't like this. We need to start investing more. So that is when I bought my second international property, my house in Jamaica. And I did a YouTube video on that, about the process of me going to Jamaica and picking out the house that I wanted to put on Airbnb. And that was back in 2021. And that property is still doing amazing for me financially. So after I bought my house in Jamaica, it became a time where I was very bored in a sense. I felt the need to do more. So that is when I was telling my mom how I really miss the petroleum field, but I don't ever want to work for anybody else again. So she was like, Brianna, why don't you just buy your own laboratory since you miss working in the lab? And that's when the light bulb went in my head. I was like, yes. I went out sourcing for laboratories in 2021. So I found one in Atlanta that was for sale. I wanted to do my own practice, but I didn't want to necessarily be doing petroleum testings. Like, I missed the chemistry behind finding different particles and substance. I missed that aspect because I love science. That's when I said to myself, okay, I want to create my own natural hair care and skincare brand. So with my laboratory, I made it a beauty laboratory where I created my own shampoo, conditioner, hair growth oil, edge control, lash grower. I just did so many tests in my lab, and that's when I started my hair care brand. And my hair care brand sold out every time I dropped. My brand got too big where I wasn't able to maintain the orders. So that's when I started hiring people. But then again, I got a little nervous because I didn't want anybody to steal my recipe. I got overwhelmed and I paused my laboratory, and right now I'm renting out my laboratory to another company that is using it for their product, but they're paying me rent to be in my property. That in itself is a bag in its own. I decided to take a step back so I could reevaluate my businesses and figure out how to not be overwhelmed. And I just had a lot of stuff going on in my life that time. So my mental was not right and I didn't feel comfortable running my business. So I hired property managers to take care of my real estate for me, that I didn't have to like be hands on deck with that. By that time, I was a private client with Chase, and in order to be a private client with Chase, you have to have a minimum of $150,000 in your bank account per month. And once you have that, you're like an elite customer with Chase, and you get more privileges than normal people with Chase. So with my private client status, I was able to get a personal banker who does trading for me. He took care of that, and it was like the perfect timing. Because I wanted to go ghost from the internet, I end up coming up with an amazing side hustle. I created 3 monetized YouTube pages, 2 Facebook pages, and 5 TikTok pages. The niches on my accounts are meditation, sleep music, like rain noise, songs with lyrics on the screen, police body cam footage, sports highlights, worldly news, AI generated content. I was juggling my Faceless account and it got so hectic that I ended up having to hire virtual assistants, and I got them from Fiverr.com. All of my assistants, they source the content for me, edit it and post it, and I give them a percentage of what I make on these different pages. This month alone, I made $13,000 on one of my TikTok accounts. When I spoke about this on TikTok, a lot of people were asking me like, how do you get away with copyright violation? Where are you getting the content from? Let me break it down to you guys. So with my Faceless accounts that I'm getting from other people, I usually get the content from Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I get it from other creators' pages. And there's different websites that you can use to copy the URL from whatever video that you want to get and download it without screen recording it, because when you screen record videos, it distorts the quality of the image, and no one wants to see raggedy videos on your timeline. They want to see that shit in 4K. Use these websites to snatch videos from different platforms, or you can just Google YouTube downloader, Facebook downloader, Instagram downloader, and it literally just downloads whatever video for you. How do you get away with copyright violations on TikTok? TikTok might change their algorithm and the way they catch copyright content, but I'm just gonna tell you what I've been doing that's been working for me. I use AI editing to change the format of the video that tricks TikTok into thinking it's original content. If you use an AI voiceover, it changes the format of the video, so therefore when you re-upload it, it's not the same as the first video you got. So that's how I've been getting away with copyright strikes, violations on TikTok because of AI. Shout out to AI. Shout out to AI. How to invest in international real estate. Okay, so each country requires different things for expats. Expats are non-citizens of that country. So I'm an American, and when I go to Sri Lanka, I'm considered an expat. So I just bought me a beach house in Sri Lanka. I talked about it in depth in this video, so I'm gonna just play this video so you guys could hear exactly what I had to do in Sri Lanka.
Come with me to buy investment properties in Sri Lanka. I've been investing in international real estate for over 7 years now, so I'm gonna show y'all the beginning process. This weekend, I viewed 5 different investment opportunities and decided to invest in 2. The first location was land available for $70,000 where a luxury resort will be built. Second location, valued at $95,000, is land for a tea factory resort. The third location was a beachfront restaurant for $150,000. Fourth location was a $500,000 beachfront villa. And the last location is an upcoming city with a casino, luxury apartments, private yacht club, villas, racetracks, schools, and hospitals starting at $50 million for the buy-in. Once I selected the 2 locations I wanted, I went to the bank to open up a business account, then hired a local lawyer to handle all the necessary paperwork, negotiated the final numbers for both of my properties, then celebrated with my team that consisted of my translator, architecture, and advisor. I went ahead and paid in full for one of the properties and received my ownership paperwork and deed. Each country requires different non-negotiables in order for expats to buy or own land. Luckily, Sri Lanka just changed their laws granting expats the opportunity to buy ground properties. At first, we were only allowed to buy apartments above the 2nd floor, but now we're allowed to buy land property with a 99-year lease. I had to create 2 Sri Lankan companies in order to legally own whatever property I buy. Company A, my American company, which I own 100% of, and then I created Company B in Sri Lanka, where my business partner, who is a local, owning 51% of the company, and I own 49%. Company B then creates a contract which gives Company A 100% ownership rights of the property, so legally I now own 100% of whatever land I buy with Company A. I own property in the States, Jamaica, Kenya, Dubai, Malaysia, Japan, and now Sri Lanka. I hope I inspire you all to chase your dreams and live out your wildest dreams. Thanks for watching.
A few things that I wish I would have known before I started is don't tell everybody your business, because there's people out there who smile on your face that don't wish you well, and they will be plotting to destroy your happiness. Number 2, no matter what trials and tribulations you face, keep pushing. The best has yet to come. Your time is coming. As long as you do right by people, you don't lie, you don't scam, you don't steal, your good karma will come. Number 3, work on your credit. Work on your credit. I wish when I was younger, I was told the importance of credit. I didn't know until I was freaking 20, 22, 23 years old about credit, how important it is. If you want to start credit, the best type of card to get is a secured credit card. Never spend more than what you have. If you have $300 in your debit account and your credit card max is $500, don't go spending $500. You spend what you have to give. And every time you swipe your credit card, immediately transfer that money over and pay it. Make sure you pay every month and don't spend no more than 30% of your card. Also, check out nerdwallet.com. That is a great website to learn about credit cards, the importance of it. Amazing. It's an amazing website. I hope I gave you guys enough information to get you excited to start that business, start that new job, start a new field. Whatever you want to do, do it. And don't let no one tell you you can only do one thing at a time. As long as you have the faith and the ambition to do so, you can do it. God will never put something in your heart that you can't accomplish, period. Yes, comment down below and let me know if you guys have any questions. I will try to answer some questions that I did not answer in this video. I'll comment it down, and I really hope you guys really take heed and look at all these links that I listed, because all this information is free. People will charge you for this shit. I'm giving it to y'all for free because I want to see us winning out here, okay? I want to see us winning. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned because I am back posting my vacation vlogs. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Let me know. Thanks for watching. I hope this information helped you, and I hope you live out your wildest dreams.